Son of the heat.
You know, I lived here until I was 14. Jerusalem was my...
I said I'd come back.
I never thought you would.
Arabic.
To your servant honor. I also bring good news from Antioch.
The caravans from Petra.
The movie Ben-Hur, 1959, opens with a sweeping view of the ancient city of Jerusalem, teeming with activity. The Roman Empire dominates the city, its soldiers keeping a close watch over the Jewish people. Amidst this political tension, we are introduced to Judah Ben-Hur, a wealthy Jewish prince who lives in a grand home with his mother and sister. Judah's life is one of comfort and privilege. He is a respected man in Jerusalem, admired for his noble status. His family is also revered by the people. However, the film immediately introduces a deep personal conflict. Judah has a childhood friend named Masala, who has recently returned to Jerusalem after years of living in Rome. The two were once inseparable, having grown up together. They share a bond of brotherhood, but their paths have now diverged. Masala, now a Roman officer, demands that Judah align himself with the Roman authorities. The Roman Empire is exerting its control over the Jewish people, and Masala, who is loyal to Rome, expects Judah to support Roman rule. Judah, who values his loyalty to his people, refuses to follow Masala's commands. This sets the stage for a tragic conflict between the two friends, a conflict that will shape Judah's destiny. A significant event unfolds during a grand procession of Roman officials through the streets of Jerusalem. During this procession, an accident occurs. A water vessel falls from Judah's roof, nearly hitting the Roman governor. Judah's mother and sister are unjustly accused of complicity in the incident. Masala, now fully aligned with Roman power, condemns Judah and his family to suffering. Judah is sentenced to life as a galley slave, shackled and forced to row in the ships of the Roman navy. His mother and sister are imprisoned and separated from him. The next few years see Judah endure the brutal life of a galley slave. His spirit is crushed as he is forced to row in the grueling conditions of the Roman ships. He is separated from his family, and his once promising life is now reduced to suffering. For Judah, the most painful aspect of this life is his inability to seek revenge on Masala. He is consumed by hatred, longing for the day when he can exact retribution on the man who betrayed him. However, fate intervenes when a Roman admiral, Quintus Arrius, witnesses Judah's incredible strength and endurance. Arrius is deeply impressed by Judah's spirit and rescues him from the life of a galley slave. Judah is brought into the service of Arrius, and the admiral adopts him as his son, granting him a new life. Judah is no longer a slave, but a Roman citizen, free to live with wealth and status. He is trained in the ways of Roman warfare and soon rises to prominence. However, while Judah's life improves materially, his soul is still torn. His desire for vengeance against Masala continues to consume him, but he is now conflicted as his relationship with Rome deepens. As Judah becomes a respected figure in Roman society, he learns that his mother and sister are still alive, though they remain imprisoned in a Roman dungeon. This news gives Judah a renewed sense of purpose. He is no longer merely concerned with revenge. Now he longs to return to Jerusalem and free his family from their long suffering. He also learns of the growing influence of a man named Jesus of Nazareth, whose teachings of love, forgiveness, and redemption begin to reach Judah's ears. Though initially resistant to these ideas, Judah begins to find his heart softened by the messages of compassion that Jesus preaches. Jesus' presence in the story adds an additional layer of moral complexity to Judah's journey. Judah's quest for justice takes him back to Jerusalem, where he confronts the bitter reality that Masala, now a high-ranking Roman officer, continues to serve the empire. Masala is no longer the friend Judah once knew. His loyalty to Rome and his bitterness toward the Jewish people have only grown. When the two men meet once again, their confrontation is inevitable. Masala demands that Judah pledge his allegiance to Rome, but Judah refuses. The two men are now enemies, one, a loyal Roman officer, and the other a proud Jew, determined to fight for his people's freedom. The emotional climax of the film comes in the form of a dramatic chariot race. This race becomes the ultimate showdown between Judah and Masala, the culmination of their long-standing rivalry. The chariot race is a thrilling spectacle, filled with intense action and high stakes. The race is not just a test of physical skill, but also a representation of Judah's transformation. He is no longer a man consumed by vengeance. He is a man who has learned the value of forgiveness, even in the face of betrayal. As the chariot race unfolds, the tension is palpable. Masala, determined to defeat Judah at all costs, employs ruthless tactics, but Judah, relying on his speed, strength, and wit, prevails. In the final moments of the race, Masala is severely injured, and Judah wins. However, the victory is bittersweet. Though Judah has defeated his enemy, he does not feel the satisfaction he once imagined. In fact, the victory leaves him feeling empty. He has won the race, but the vengeance he sought has not provided the peace he desired. Masala, broken and wounded, is left in the dust of the chariot track. Judah, standing victorious, looks down at his fallen adversary and is struck by a deep sense of compassion. In an act of mercy, Judah reaches out to Masala, offering him the forgiveness that he himself had sought for so many years. In his final moments, Masala, humbled and defeated, accepts Judah's mercy. Masala dies in Judah's arms, and this act of forgiveness is the turning point for Judah. After Masala's death, Judah's life takes on a new direction. His heart, once filled with anger and vengeance, is now filled with compassion and love. He seeks out his mother and sister, whom he finds to be miraculously healed. They are no longer imprisoned, and they are free from the suffering that had once consumed their lives. Judah, his family, and his newfound peace are now reunited. The reconciliation between Judah and his family is a deeply emotional moment. The years of separation, pain, and suffering have been replaced by a sense of healing and redemption. Judah's transformation is complete. As the movie nears its conclusion, we see Judah standing at the foot of the cross where Jesus is crucified. This powerful moment ties the themes of forgiveness, redemption, and spiritual transformation together. Jesus' death represents the ultimate act of sacrifice, and Judah, now understanding the true meaning of love and mercy, witnesses this sacrifice with a newfound sense of purpose. Jesus' teachings have transformed Judah in ways he never anticipated, and the man who was once consumed by revenge is now a man of peace, capable of love and compassion. The final scenes of Ben-Hur show Judah and his family returning home to Jerusalem. They are no longer the people they once were. The suffering, loss, and betrayal they endured have shaped them into something greater, a family united not by revenge, but by forgiveness and faith. Judah, once a man defined by hatred and anger, has become a man of love, mercy, and compassion. His journey, filled with pain, transformation, and ultimately redemption, serves as a powerful reminder of the healing power of forgiveness. The final moments of the film leave the audience with a message of hope. No matter how deep the wounds, no matter how great the suffering, there is always the possibility of redemption. Ben-Hur is not just the story of a man's quest for vengeance. It is the story of his transformation from anger to forgiveness, from darkness to light. Judah Ben-Hur's journey is a timeless tale that transcends time and place, offering a message that resonates with anyone who has ever struggled with the pain of betrayal, loss, and the desire for justice. In the end, Ben-Hur is a cinematic triumph, blending breathtaking action sequences with profound emotional and spiritual depth. The film's epic scope, combined with its intimate exploration of the human spirit, makes it one of the greatest movies ever made. The transformation of Judah Ben-Hur is a story of personal growth and redemption that speaks to the heart of every viewer. His journey is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always the possibility of redemption, forgiveness, and peace.